My name is Yogya Bhatia and I'm a legal intern at Lexis & Company. Today I'll be talking about writs under the Indian Constitution. The Supreme Court and the High Courts have been provided with many powers which they exercise to provide justice to the people. One of the most important tools or power which the courts have been provided with by the Constitution is the power to issue writs. A writ means a command of the court to another person or authority by which such a person or authority has to act or abstain from acting in a certain way. Thus, writs are a very essential part of the judicial power of the courts. Writs in the Constitution. In India, the Constitution has provided the Supreme Court with the power to issue the writ under Article 32 of the Constitution. Under Article 32, when any fundamental rights of a citizen is violated, the person has the right to directly approach the Supreme Court for the enforcement of his right, and the court can issue the appropriate writ for enforcing such right. The power to issue writ are also provided by the High Courts of India under Article 226, while citizens can approach the Supreme Court only when his fundamental right is infringed. Citizens also have the right to approach the High Court for the issue of writs in other matters in which the fundamental rights are not violated. For example, in the case of Srimati Imtiaz Bano vs. Masood Ahmad Jafri, a mother had filed a writ petition for habeas corpus under Article 226 to get custody of her two children. The High Court allowed the petition and the writ was issued in her favour. Thus, the scope of the power to issue writ is wider in the case of High Courts as compared to the Supreme Courts. For example, A is an Indian citizen whose fundamental right has been violated. Here, A has the right to either approach the Supreme Court or High Court for enforcing his right. But if there is a violation of A's right, which is not a fundamental right, then he only has the right to approach the High Court under Article 226. Therefore, a citizen has the right to approach either the Supreme Court or the High Court for issue of writs. But if he chooses to approach any of the court and his suit is dismissed by the citizen cannot file the same suit in the other court, because in India, the principle of res judicata is being followed, which means that a second case cannot be filed for the same cause of action. But if a person files the case in the High Court and the High Court does not decide in his favour, he has the right to appeal against the decision in the Supreme Court. For example, A files a suit under Article 226 in the High Court and the court accepts his suit. After the proceedings of the case are concluded, the High Court rules in favour of the defendant. Here, A has the right to appeal in the Supreme Court against the decision of the High Court. But if the High Court had rejected the suit filed by A, then he does not have the right to appeal in the Supreme Court. Type of writs. The Indian Constitution provides 5 types of writs which can be issued by the courts. They are habeas corpus, mandamus, certiorari, quo warranto, and prohibition. Habeas corpus. The writ of habeas corpus is issued by the court in those cases where a person is illegally detained. Habeas corpus means to have the body, and it is one of the most effective remedies available to a person detained. By this writ, the court commands the person or authority who has detained or restrained another person to present such person before the court. The court requires the detaining person to provide the grounds on which the person has been detained, and if he fails to provide a valid ground, the person who has been detained will be released by the court immediately. For example, A is wrongfully detained by B, a police officer. A writes to the High Court regarding the same. The High Court summons B with A and asks grounds for detaining A. If B fails to provide a valid ground or justification for his detention, A will be free to go. This writ is very important for the personal liberty of the citizen, because if this writ is not provided by the Constitution, a person can be unlawfully restrained or detained by any authority, and it will be a clear violation of the personal liberty of the citizens. Rules regarding the writ of habeas corpus. The applicant should be in custody of another. Usually, the detained person and his family members are allowed to file an application for habeas corpus. The writ will apply in case of an arrest made by the police when all the formalities and procedures which are required to be followed are not followed. Mandamus. Mandamus is another important writ which is provided for by the Indian Constitution. In the writ of mandamus, the Supreme Court orders the inferior court to do an act or to abstain from doing an act. This order can also be given to an inferior tribunal, board, corporation, or any other type of administrative authority. In India, the Supreme Court is the apex court, therefore it has the power to issue the writ of mandamus even against the High Court, even though the High Court have also been provided with power to issue such writs under Article 226. This writ is useful for enforcing the duty which is required to be done by law or by the office which a person holds. For example, the judge of the court has a duty to follow the principles of natural justice, and if the judge fails to do so, a writ can be issued by the Supreme Court to observe the fulfillment of this duty. Thank you.